Hey guys, how's things? On my way to a Mass Effect 3 preview event, and Sean from 3Player Co-op has also joined me. So Sean, would you like to say how you won this trip?
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favourite journey on Citadel.
Made all the more dramatic by the badass sinister sunglasses. Sean is going because he won a trip with Boards.ie. I'm going because I'm some sort of media. Yes, I'm going to be that guy for the day. So we'll see how it works out. On the way out of my estate, Sean decided to drive over a branch but got stuck under the car. So for the last 150 kilometres or so we've been paranoid at every clunk and crack and sound that we hear. So if this is my last video and last message, I hope it was a good one.
Wasn't that fun? Let's try something else.
So Sean, you're playing the second one on Insanity. How many times has your shield gone down to nothing?
Hey, I didn't say I played it well on Insanity.
That's a good point, that's a good point. But what did you say a couple of seconds ago? Something about game being too easy.
Show up at the end.
That's how they continue.
The baby, Shepard's baby.
Spoiler alert. Penthouse suite? Nah.
Yeah, that's like the basement, please. That's like the basement.
No, I hear the top floors are cheap now, so...
Especially when this comes out. Just property prices in the wardrobe. Emergency supplies. Yeah. Food, water, parachute.
I'm going to make a massive effect on
Or an edible parachute. Off everything. It's on the way down.
So, night has set in, the evening's all over. I'm not going to turn the light at Sean just in case he crashes the car while driving. So, what did you think of it? Does it live up to your expectations and hopes and dreams?
Yes, indeed. It's more action-y than previous ones, but I can see that they've reintroduced some of the RPG elements from 1 that were removed from 2. So that's great, because a lot of people were annoyed that 2 was a little too much of an action game, and BioWare have listened and they've taken the criticisms into account and they've reacted accordingly.
And the launch event itself, or the preview event I should say.
Oh yeah, it was great. The food was nice, and free drinks are always nice. So yeah, I could do a few more of them.
Free food and free drinks is always the way to go.
Perks.
From my own perspective, people who I know who know my Mass Effect saga know that, like in Mass Effect 1, I got stuck in the Citadel in my first playthrough in an infinite loop, it seemed, and second playthrough, similar situation. Finally got out of there after being pretty much coerced and harassed into doing so.
By who?
A couple of friends, we'll say. But yeah, so Mass Effect 3, I loaded it up, I just hit resume game, and I ended up in a place that I wasn't supposed to be. It was further on than they were supposed to allow with the play session, and once again it was the Citadel, so that was an absolute blast. But yeah, I decided to restart the game, and I enjoyed what I played. It was nice cinematic, plenty of action, so drawing the more casual player, at least at the start anyway. And it's very easy to get into if you haven't played it before, because you can just select your options. You can even get straight into the action without making choices of what's happened in previous games, which is the option that I went on. So yeah, I think it'll be a good one. It's definitely going to be one of the big games of the year, and I think it's going to live up to the reputation and do it justice as the final part of the trilogy.
We'll see about that.
Well, it's the final part of the trilogy, but the final part of the story is, yeah, as you say, left to be determined. So, do you think, where do you think they're going to go with it? Have you thought about it?
No, not really, because that would be thinking a little too much along spoilery lines.
One of the guys that I met there from the Gaming Liberty said that maybe they do an RTS style Mass Effect.
Oh, just like Halo.
Exactly, Halo Wars, yeah. It might be an interesting crossover, humans versus Reapers.
A serious possibility. I thought, because BioWare have done it before, a massively multiplayer game, because the universe is so rich and it's gotten increasingly confident in itself with each game, so I think a massively multiplayer game would be the natural progression.
Right. So that's it. We have 161 kilometers left to go apparently, and probably clock off that unless something interesting happens.